That actually worked. I'm a little surprised. So to get the Vodinoy, what I went with, it was a modified version of my burn team, where I swapped out the Yowie, who couldn't quite keep up with the health needs of the team. It just didn't have the raw healing that we needed to get the job done. He was dying too quickly. Even dark shifted, where it can overheal to create a shield. It just didn't have the time to build up a real shield. So I switched him out for the Targoat, which is all about the shielding. It has a protector, it has mass protector for reducing multi-target attacks as well. Reducing overall damage while under a shield. It has sustain, and multi-barrier, which means it just builds in really well with the Scorch and Griphonix's ability to just throw down barrier, throw up regen. So we were cranking out a ridiculous amount of healing, taking, I think, actually, because this one has, I think, multi-barrier on this one as well, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. There is an extra buff off the Scorch, though, so yes, that's what it was. So we actually had 4 instances of barrier up at once across the entire team, which means 20% less damage for the first stack, 10% for the next 3. So it's like we're basically taking half damage from everything the Vodinoy did, which helped immensely. We also had 4 stacks of regen on everything, which means we were healing, what, 7.5 twice, with another 3.25 on top of that. So we were healing tremendously every turn. We were taking way less damage. The Targoat was using full protect to guard the entire team, and it just couldn't take us down. Now, the one concern I had was if we would do enough damage every turn, but it let the Griphonix really start to snowball with that awesome fuel charge stack combo, because with the dark shifted Griphonix, of course, it doesn't lose very many of its charge stacks when attacking, and fuel and burn stacking meant that we had like 5 stacks of burn going at once, taking advantage of burn down, of course. We didn't have the Yowie's fatal upkeep, which was kind of a drag, but overall worked out pretty well, and we actually managed to score ourselves a Vodinoy egg out of it. Wasn't quite sure we'd have the raw damage to get it done fast enough, but we did. I was trying things before, like the Spectre Mad Eye Sutsune team we used against the Griphonix. It just didn't quite we these two survived very well, but the Sutsune was having trouble. She was dying quite a bit, and her agility just wasn't hacking it. So yeah, let's see what we got with our new fishy friend. Got you know, metal Aquaman here. What's he got? As we know, he's weak to wind, resists water, makes sense. He's got a tremendous attack stat, pretty good defense, and, well, I'll say pretty good. I guess average defense, health, and mana, and no magic to speak of. He's good at attacking at stuff, because that's all he's got is attack trees. Fiery stabs, Aqua Blast, which can't be dodged. That explains a few things. Kind of explains why he kept destroying my Sutsunes. And Lightning Slash, so good for causing bleed damage. Has Life Overload, Defense Overload, and Mana Overload. Oh, look, multiple times each. Oh my goodness. So, wait. So, attacking magic goes up based off his health, his defense, and his mana. What? Okay, so it just doesn't even need to worry about building damage because it's just going to get it anyway. And oh look, you get more defense from this. Does it build off things? Yes, it does. Health focus, defense focus, mana focus. This thing has stats coming out of everywhere. What are you? Like what is your? You're a fish. I know that much, but aquatic fish. Man, if you were a warrior as well, I would throw you in a warrior team like yesterday. Like, done deal. But aquatic fish, huh? There's not a lot of great synergy with that. Some, I guess. Like, I think, do you have any aquatic things? Mana stability. Blood magic, it's occult and mage. Nope. And I know there's some aquatic or fish synergy somewhere in these monsters, but I don't think I've ever actually made a fish or aquatic team, so I don't have one ready to go. What about you? Somebody did. Something somewhere was good for aquatic or fish. I'll have to go looking for it. Maybe the Oclut. I don't have one of those on me at the moment. I don't think. Do I have any eggs of one on me? For Oclut, I do. Cool. Let's just. This is why I carry around so many eggs. You never know, you know. Was it you? I think it may have been you. Magic proc. Aquatic Predator. Crit chance of aquatic monsters in the party by 5% and crit damage by 15%. So there you go. Oclut goes well with the with our new friend at the very least. I'm curious as well what his shift state would be. Eternal Heart, health and mana increase by 12% each, which, as we've established, would also crank his damage up as well because, hey, he gets damage from both of those things. Or Assault Shield, which is 25%, he shields by 25% of the damage he deals via his critical hits. Honestly, Eternal Heart might work better for him offensively. Like, shielding is great, but if he's going to be doing mostly attacking, then leave the shielding to somebody who's better suited for it, I guess, you know? Let's see. Alright, we're going to want Fire Stat. Let's just take his main damage trees on down. So let's see what else he branches into. Nothing much branching until we hit here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. No, what have I done? No. Do I have a skill resetter? Thank goodness I do. You can just buy these, so you never really run out of them, I guess. I have too many monsters. I have way too many monsters. Try that again, shall we? Alright, so this tree branches at this point, although honestly only one tree keeps going down, so he's kind of obliged to keep on taking lightning slashes to here. You do have lightning assault down here, which can apply bleed to the entire enemy team, but as always, I tend to prefer, unless a monster has something that makes going into group damage just like way better of an option, I prefer single target damage most of the time. Set to blood, deal 10% more damage when attacking an enemy with bleed stacks, which actually, if I remember correctly, we were kind of saying we liked the idea of an Oclut Vodinoy team, and you know what? The Oclut, dark shifted, bleed stacks are not removed, so there's already extra synergy there. I'm liking this very much actually, because Oclut is good for chill putting chill on. It can heal a little bit if you want it to. It's got claws for more bleed damage, bite for self-healing. Also has Aqua Blast. It makes you a little bit dependent. Like, it makes you a little over weak to wind and a little extra. Like, you don't have a lot of variance, I guess, because neither one of them has earth damage. But I mean, the Vodinoy has good elemental reach as far as different types go, and the Oclut has some magic to kind of offset the heavy physical leaning of your team. Plus, it gets you Spell Shield, which is not terrible. I don't know. Like, it's not necessarily a perfect team or anything, but multi-chill off of the Oclut. You got the increased crit chance and crit damage. But that's not that isn't who we're here for. We're here for this guy. Supply heals everybody on the team by 4% of his max health every turn. Very nice. I do love me supply. Has explosive blast, of course, but I don't normally favor that one too much. Lord of the Deep. Crits of fish and aquatic monsters apply bleed stacks equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Oh look! More bleed! So again, it stacks up well with the Oclut. I would kind of have preferred something more increased, like crit damage or health or armor or something, but you know, it all contributes to the overall synergy, and I'm down with that. Fiery Stab, he's got critical base. Ah, see, this is good. It gives him a better crit chance when wearing no gear that increases crit chance. So that would take him up to a 25% chance base. He has it twice. He has it twice? So that would mean he'd be sitting at a 40% chance crit with no crit gear. What? What is this monster? Oh my god. I mean, Aqua doesn't have glory, but if you compare him up with something that had glory, he might he might stack up rather well with the Thanatos. Was it Thanatos? I know he's got, like, ridiculous glory stacking. More crit damage, can multi-glory, multi-might, and multi-sorcery doesn't cause as much help. But Forceful Sorcery means that all attacks ignore damage reduction, so it turns it into a positive, even though it wasn't originally. One problem with the Thanatos, though, is while he does have good mixed offense, it's all neutral. No elements of any kind. Of course, the Vodinoy does kind of offset that by having 3 elements, but only physical, so I don't know. Something that gives him a lot of glory could be helpful, though, for sure, for that extra crit chance, because double crit base is actually kind of amazing. Splatter! When enemy is knocked out, spread half their bleed stacks to remaining enemies, which is definitely nice. Not so much for champion fights, but against the small fry, for sure. I mean, we're taking these, for sure. Mana, defense, and health overload, or life overload, or just like, yep. There's no way we're not doing that. Health focus, defense focus, and mana focus. Letter, what have we here? Reflect. When getting attacked, reflect, 40% chance, lessen keeper battles, the damage back to the attacker. Okay. Which goes well with this, full protect. Okay. So he can guard his team as well. And just repel almost half the damage back. That's not bad at all. Oh, pardon me, my throat's been very itchy today. Preemptive Shield. Apply shield equal to 3/4 of his defense value to the whole party. That's nice. Got a lot of offense and defense options, which I like quite a bit. Deep wounds, bleed damage on enemies is increased by 40%. So there you go, there's some more bleed for you. Shield aura. All shield effects are increased by 10%. He's got a lot of synergy going on with himself. If like he doesn't seem to need a lot else going on there. Supply. So grab the crit bases, because why not? That's a humongous crit base or crit chance. I'm not sure if you're gonna want to take Aqua Blast anyway, although it does have Ice Spear Volley, which is more crit happy than most. See, Ice Spear Volley is one I would actually kind of consider, because it does, you know, crits will always give bleed. Granted, the hits aren't that strong, so the bleed won't be as powerful as they could be. Like, I would prefer to get crits off of Fiery Stab or Lightning Slash, because they have stronger basic hits, I guess. Well, no. I mean, I guess individually they don't, because it's a 125% damage hit for Ice Spear Volley, just hits fewer times. I guess that's not exactly true then. This 85%, that's well, okay. But I mean, the slash is 110. That's pretty good actually. I don't know. Oh, he has Hunt twice, more crit chance. Cool. I might be inclined then to take. Of course, then again, you know what? You can take Aqua Blast and then use Ice Spear Barrage, perhaps, if you needed, if you absolutely wanted like a group bleed move. Ice Spear Barrage would work for you. Of course, Frost Pierce can... No, it's chill, really. It does hike his crit damage up, though, which is nice. Electric Surge. Shields all allies for 1 times defense plus attack, with a chance to apply shock as well. Oh. Cool. Definitely some nice options for his ultimate, then. In that case, I'm going to go with Aqua Blast, since we do have an option for Ice Spear Barrage, which is quite nice. Double Hunt, yes please. So that means his basic crit chance is 48%, with no crit gear. Like there are monsters that have crit gear that can't get up that high. That's silly. Well, I can't, but it, you know, it would struggle to. The mana regen thing is nice because his mana really is kind of lackluster, so that's going to help quite a bit. Like, the only thing I'm kind of regretting is he doesn't have a very good shift. Like, and I see why. It would make him ridiculous. Eternal Heart's probably your best bet, because like 12% more health and mana is more attack for him twice over, which is very, very nice. But if he had something like, I don't know, something that like went really, really well with his overall kit, I'm not really pulling a great idea right now. I guess like dual wield actually would be phenomenal. I see why he doesn't. He only has one weapon in his hands. It's pretty obvious. Or even blacksmithing would be pretty good on him. But still, pretty happy with this overall actually. Let's go ahead and give him the shield as well, because why not? I guess using a shield action. But see, he only has full protect for shield though. And I guess that's not a bad thing. I mean, having the option to go on the defensive is nice. It's just that using full protect and reflect is good, but like like if that was all you wanted him for, then preemptive shield, combo shielding, shield aura, and then like this and that would be all you needed. Like the rest of it wouldn't even matter at that point, because it's the damage has nothing to do with his stats. You know what I mean? So it feels like it's a helpful little like sub route, but I don't really know if I feel it's necessary. If you're going to use him for more of an attack creature, it's nice having options though. It's nice to note as well that he's got mana plus, defense plus, and health plus exclusively in each of these trees. So if you just want to stack health or stack defense or stack mana, it's there for you. Which of course will go well with this. He gets the most bang for his buck out of defense or mana, I guess. Let's see. You get 33 more defense or 18 more mana. See, because mana gives you flat mana, but also mana regen. Only mana helps his damage. So I guess if you wanted to just focus solely on improving his offensive stats, I think defense is the way to go. It's good because it gives you 33 more per, and he gets 15% of 33. I guess isn't that much, is it? It's only about. It's not. Yeah, I don't know then. Because like life overload gives you like the biggest number, like it's 289, which sounds like a lot, but he only gets 1.5% of it. You know, and 1.5% of 100 is 1.5, so it's almost 300. So it would be 3 point something, maybe 4, which isn't that much. 50% of mana is like that's kind of why these things are like it helps. Granted, it's 30% because he's got 2 for those, and it's 3% because he's got 2 of these. But I don't know. I don't usually do stat boost things unless there's no other better options on his tree. Crit damages actually are kind of tempting as well, because he's got a good crit chance, and free crit damage is just nice. Might take those. Overall, he's a very solid creature. I suppose if you wanted to take Preemptive Shield and then go defense, that would get you some offense and would benefit this as well. That kind of has like a double benefit, which just kind of makes it more worth it, I guess. He sneaks an attack booster in there too, actually, which is kind of nice because his base attack is huge. Like, considering he has a single bar of magic talent, having a base magic of 246 is pretty awesome, I gotta say. It's a shame he has almost no way of making use of it. Honestly, I think he might have no way at all of using it. I don't see anything that uses magic at all anywhere on his kit. So, he just kind of randomly has a high magic that he does, well, not high, but a not as terrible as it looks magic. But yeah. I guess keeping Reflect, just to kind of bounce harm back at people. It's not gonna be a main part of his kit with me, I don't think, unless I pull in full protect, which I still might do, I guess. Because I will say that is one nice thing about this monster, is he doesn't have that much more on him. Like, he's level 37. I've got 1 point left to spend. Let's just go ahead and get Reflect. So, 38, 39, 40. That's 3 points left, plus a skill potion is 4. With 4 points, I could pick up Full Protect completely, and then have enough points to just drop one thing into, like, Attack Plus, or Defense Plus, or whatever. Like, you can't get everything on his tree, but you can get everything that you actually want, or maybe need, you know? Like, if you really, really wanted to have Lightning Assault, or Ice Spear Volley, or whatever. Like, I wouldn't recommend Explosive Blast, honestly. It doesn't do enough for you. But, like, Ice Spear Volley and Lightning Assault, if I wanted to, I could actually get both of those at the level 2. With the 4 points I have remaining that he can possibly get his hands on. So, like, you can get pretty much everything from his tree you actually want. You know, like he has all of his core stuff right now, and then you can use those last 4 points to either grab Full Protect and some extra defense, or you can just grab the two multi-target attacks just to have them in case you want them. It's not bad. I don't know for sure what his team would look like if I wanted to make one just around him. Like I was saying, the Oclut having Bleed Out is certainly nice. As well as the extra, even more crit and crit damage. Like, that's 5% more crit for him, for free, from having the Oclut around. I don't know a lot about other aquatic monsters. I'd have to do, like, an actual, like, I'd have to go, like, do some proper research on them. I have the Brawlish, but I don't know much about him either. What do you do? Whenever he receives a buff, gains a shield equal to a chunk of its health. Do you benefit fishies any way, anyhow? Supply. Supply's good. As you guys know, I love supply. Earth damage. Yeah, well, I mean, we were missing Earth, in all fairness. Seems he's also heavily physical, though, which is not necessarily the best thing ever. If you're looking for, some flexibility. So I suppose I'd have to go do some proper, like, I'd have to go, check out our aquatic dudes. Like the Yukon, the Thornish, and the Nautilid. I don't know much about these guys. Never actually had one. But we should at some point. Not a lot of other aquatic or fish people. Or monsters, I should say. Booting around. There are some. And again, I mean, and the changeling counts as anything you want it to count as, which is definitely nice. I wonder if there's a spot for the changeling on this team. It's got good mixed damage, only neutral though. The only neutral thing is not that big of a wall, I guess, but it's always kind of turns me off a little bit that it only has one type of damage. Well, two, I guess. It's physical and magic, in all fairness. And it benefits from everything, which is kind of nice. It also has a little bit of bleed. Well, it has lifesteal, not bleed, I guess. But yeah, so I guess I may look into the Vodinoy some more. I might try to cook up some kind of team combination if you guys would like to see that. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the one we've got right now with the Griphonics. I'm kind of sad we can't like come like it's very rare to find champion monsters that like go well together. Just kind of a shame. Like I would like to have some kind of like a champion dream team. You know what I mean? But like this is only good for fish and aquatic. His thing is only good for birds and aerial. Granted, I don't really use his at all, except for himself anyway. So I suppose there's that. But then again, this is all about bleed, and this is all about charge. So they don't really have much to do with each other. Of course, the Oclut was a champion as well. So I guess I suppose the Vodinoy Oclut kind of is like half of a dream team. If I threw in the I forget what it's called now, but the jellyfish thing could maybe do a kind of one, I guess. What is your dark shift thing again? I cannot recall. For the life of where'd you go? There you are. Mana Conflux. Oh yeah. I honestly, that's one of the things I don't like about this monster as well. I'm not a huge fan of either of its shift abilities. Kind of the same thing, really. But it's okay. Anyway, I have rambled on for a good, like, half hour now, so I'm gonna shut up. But, hope you guys enjoy checking out the Vodinoy. Yeah, I think I'll do a little bit of, because I would like to complete my journal, and, like, the fish, the fish and aquatics are some of the only ones I haven't already gotten. Like, pretty much everybody else I've got at this point, I think. There's a few I don't, here and there. Like the bird. I've never gotten a Stolby. I've killed them like 4 times, and they're just like, nah. Nah. And this guy. So I might do a little poking around. But ultimately, I kind of want to go back up that tower, because we've still got like 4 guys I've never seen, which I'm mighty curious about. So I think that's what I will do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. And for now, I'm Monster Matt out. Please take care of yourselves, because you're worth it. And bye-bye! And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe if you think you'll enjoy the content here. We'd love to have you. And maybe check out our streams at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, most days of the week, except for Sundays. So I'll see you guys there, hopefully. And toodles.